Now, one of the Midlands' oldest non-league football clubs is facing closure at the end of the month. Nuneaton Borough, who play in the National League North, are struggling to pay their players' wages. And if the situation isn't resolved soon, then Saturday's match against Bradford Park Avenue could be their final home game. Ian Winter reports.
Take a look around the Liberty Way Stadium, home of Nuneaton Borough since 2007. A club with 129 years of proud football heritage, but now a club that's on the very brink of collapse.
I think us Borough fans just want a football club to support. It's a central part of our lives, and for that to disappear would be devastating.
Mark Axon is so passionate about the Borough that he'd love to see a supporters cooperative assume control of the club.
The fans are worried about the future of the football club, and going forward we'd like to see the ownership situation clarified so that investors and ourselves can get involved to try and save the football and put it on a sustainable footing.
Since the summer, the Nuneaton Borough ground has been owned by one Norman Smurthwaite, the same Norman Smurthwaite who became owner of Port Vale Football Club 6 years ago. But FA rules prevent one person from owning two clubs at the same time. So the ownership of Nuneaton Borough Football Club is still very unclear. Mr. Smurthwaite told me he was unavailable for a television interview, but in a statement he said, "I purchased the stadium to give a lifeline to the football club in an area to which I have a personal affinity. The next week to 10 days is the most critical time I believe this club has ever faced." It was a very different picture 12 years ago when a full house turned out to watch non-league Nuneaton earn an FA Cup replay against Premier League Middlesbrough.
Time for a cool head. And a cool finish. Those fans have never seen a moment like this before.
Everywhere you look, the club appears unloved and neglected. And if the Borough players don't get paid by the end of the month, it could be the final whistle is blown for the final time. Ian Winter, BBC Midlands Today, Nuneaton.